Times were a little different 40 years ago in 1970 when the entry draft would determine the early fate of expansion cousins Buffalo Sabres and Vancouver Canucks. It was hardly the slick, full arena production we've become accustomed to.
Well, the draft was at the Queen Elizabeth Hotel in Montreal, and it looked like the league wasn't properly organized to have the draft. They had a little makeshift crown and anchor wheel propped up on a desk that Clarence Campbell would spin, and they had put odd and even number markings on it. And there were two drafts, of course. One was for the drafting from professional players, and the other was the amateur draft. And the big interest, especially in Quebec, was the amateur draft with Gilbert Perreault, everybody's choice for number one. And then Dale Talon, who was from Noranda, but had played his junior in Toronto, was everybody's choice for number two.
So the very future and foundation of a new franchise will be determined by the spin of a rickety wheel of chance.
So they spun this wheel, and Clarence Campbell looked at it and said it was 12 or something. That means an even number. Vancouver wins, and Hal Laycoe was at the Vancouver table, being the coach of the Canucks. He jumped high in the air with both hands up in the air with excitement. The Canucks won and then very coolly Punch Imlach, sitting at the Buffalo table, also right at the front, said, Mr. Campbell, take a closer look at that. I think it's on 11. And sure enough, Campbell looks at, oh, you're right, it's on 11. So Buffalo gets first pick.
Good afternoon, folks. It's that day. The day has arrived. It's lottery day. Well, draft lottery day. So we're going to see how our luck pans out. And no pressure, really. Like this is just a free bonus the way I look. We suffered all year, and this is a shot at a little redemption coming our way. That's all this is. And if we don't get it, we don't. We still are picking third no matter what in this lottery. And as we know, there's no big ticket name except power, really. And but there is a lot of good names out there. So we're getting a really good player regardless of what happens today. And I feel good. I'm going to stay with my pick saying we're going to win this thing. Yeah, I know I'm putting myself out there, but I did that years ago and it worked out. And I kind of got a good feeling about this one. We'll see. And if we don't get it, we don't get it. But I just want to go over the odds with you guys just quickly one more time. Our odds. I didn't put up everybody, but just our odds. Now, again, to get we know we got 16.6%, right? We have 15% chance to get second place. So we have actually more chance of getting first than we do second. You know what I mean? Small percentage, but a percentage. And 68.4% chance we'll be picking third when this is all said and done. So, look, we all know this isn't the Stanley Cup final. This isn't Game 7 of a playoff, but this is a chance at us getting a little payback for a rotten season and a lot of ridicule. And it'll be funny because the first thing all the folks out there are going to say if the Sabres win this lottery is, oh, well, there was no big name, and this is what you're going to hear because this is what the media says. But folks, we know in every single lottery. What did they say about the year the two Sams were there with Reinhardt and what's his name there from Calgary that just got dealt? I'll come to his name in a second. Jeez, it's flipped my head for a sec. But the number one was Ekblad. Reinhardt went number 2, and then Draisaitl went number 3. Remember? And let's face it, we should have took Draisaitl in retrospect. Now looking back, right? Take a look what he turned into. I'm just saying this lottery could be the same way. It could be, And Sam Bennett, by the way, was the other Sam I was trying to get off the top of my head. And it's not like Sam Bennett and Sam Reinhart turned into terrible players. They didn't. But Draisaitl turned into the diamond of the three, you know? And I believe every draft is like that. So we have to just have our heads on our shoulders in draft day, regardless. I'd love the Sabres to have the number 1 pick because we have the option then of trading down and getting another draft, I believe. And I wouldn't be surprised if we thought about it. I really wouldn't be. It'd be an option that we could weigh out. And we're just going to have to see. We're going to have to see today. We're going to have to see tonight. I'm hoping I'll be here. I might not be. I might not be here to see this. So I need you guys to bring the good karma. I've got to win this thing. I want to win this lottery. I do. I really do. I want the Sabres to have all the cards on their table come draft day, and have our phone ringing off the hook, because there's going to be teams that are going to want the number 1 for sure, guaranteed. There's going to be teams frothing at the mouth to get Power on their team this year. There will be. So he's obviously going to be the number 1 pick. And when people say, well, there's no big name, how do we know Owen Power is not going to be a Hall of Fame defenseman, folks? We don't know. We just don't know. You know what I mean? I'm just saying. We don't know. He might come into the NHL and do the opposite of what Dahlin has done and not have the slow start to his career. He might just come in and just go like Ray Bourque did. You know what I mean? He might. I'm just saying it's possible. It's possible. So if we get number 1 and we keep number 1, yes, I want us to pick Power. As much as I know some of you guys want forwards, I want them to pick Power, because that means our back end is set. It's set. And then we just got to look at goaltending or whatever other things that we still have to think about. Because I'm not too sure about Ullmark. To be honest with you guys, I'm not too sure. I almost feel like he's made of glass sometimes, and that worries me. So I could be just overreacting there a little, I know. But, I'm not too sure in the Nets where we stand exactly. And Luukkonen, I would like to see maybe get another year. He looks though ready to come up to the pros soon, this guy. I liked what I seen in those few games. But let's hope he's not made of glass. You know what I mean? This is the thing. I get worried when it comes to goalies and injuries. We've seen with Hasek, he was able to play through it at least, though, most of the time. So, okay, that's it, guys. I just wanted to have a little chat with you. Good luck to all of you. I hope we all have a little fun with this. Have fun with it, guys. There's no stress. If we don't win this, we don't win it. But let's have a little fun with it, because it's a free bonus at winning today, at winning something that's kind of special. So it'd be nice if we got it. And I realize we have 83.4% chance not to, but I don't care. My attitude, folks, has always been to hell with the odds. I don't care about the odds. I just don't, We got the best odds of winning, but we have 83.4% chance of losing, which is fine. It's to hell with the odds. Go get it, Sabres. Get number 1. Okay, I'll see you folks later on when I get back. Have a good one.